A friend of mine. He was a friend of mine, and I never asked him to buy life insurance because I didn't want him to think I was the kind of person who would use our friendship for personal gain. He was a friend of mine, and when he married, I was glad because I know his wife too. And I know they were the kind of people who deserved all the good things in life that a happy marriage brings. But I didn't want to embarrass him, so I never tried to find out how much he could afford to start a life insurance program. He was a friend of mine, and when the twins came along a year or so ago, I was awfully proud when he asked me to be their godfather. But I never told him how he could help guarantee their education. He was a friend of mine, and when I attended the housewarming in his new home 6 months later, I thought about mentioning insurance to protect the mortgage, but I decided to wait until he had a chance to catch up with all of his new expenses. He was a friend of mine, and when his car missed a curve in the storm late night, I was the first one his widow called. The day after tomorrow, I'll be standing beside my friend's grave and I'll be trying to rationalize my failure to ever talk to him about life insurance. I'll be thinking too, even more bitterly than I am now, about the staggering price his family paid for my false pride and foolish sensitivity. But most of all, I'll be wondering when the time comes to pay my last respects, whether if he could speak, he would say of me as I do of him, that he was a friend of mine. This is from one of the unknown authors out there. But I hope that you all, as my friends, if I ever do approach you for this, don't take it in the malignant or in an advantageous way. But it's necessary. And I think that if you were to ask your folks if they've ever had one, that they have, because it's selfless and it's for you. If you have any questions or you want to go ahead and set up a plan, even if you're my friend and you don't want to work with me, go sit with an agent and talk about how easy and how convenient it could be for you to get started with a life insurance plan. Nobody's invincible and nobody is Benjamin Button. Set up an appointment with me. Let's sit down and talk like real people. And let's figure out how we can guarantee all these things that I was talking about. Have a good evening.